Hey, gang. Welcome back to Geek Out here in Old Town Burleson, Texas. As always, I am your favorite bearded hero, Charles, here at Geek Out for Tuesday Night Treasures, your new Marvel comics and independent comics coming out on Wednesday, and new collectibles that are also coming out. Got a pretty cool night going, and a lot of stuff coming out tomorrow. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So we've got Eternals number 11 from Marvel. Cool spider cover on that one. Black Panther number 5. Very pretty color. I love this new art that they're doing on the covers for Black Panther. You also have an alternate cover for Black Panther. And they're doing this 60 Years of Spider-Man. He also has a very cool Miles Morales Wakandan kind of cover. That's cool too. All right. Next, we've got Captain Carter number 2. Number 1 was pretty fun. Her episode in What If was pretty awesome. So good to see that coming in. Next, a milestone issue, Elektra number 100. Very cool. So if you like your Daredevil, your Elektra, you got that. And you've got the B cover for Miss Elektra. That one's really cool too. We have a reprint of Ghost Rider number 1, second printing. Very cool. It's really hard not to do Ghost Rider cool. Ghost Rider's kind of just almost always, his imagery is very awesome. We got our variant of Hulk Grand Design in that came out a couple of weeks ago. It's not a second printing, it's just a variant that showed up late. So, hey, why not? Big issue for the week for Marvel is going to be What If Miles Morales Became Wolverine. If you read the What If Miles Morales Became Captain America, it was a lot of fun. So we've got that What If Miles Morales Became Wolverine in, which also has a pretty nice B cover. And also have that 1 in 10 cover. So lots of fun on that one. Next, we got Star Wars issue 22, a Crimson Reign tie-in. Also with a variant cover. And a Rise of Skywalker 50th anniversary Lucasfilm cover. And speaking Star Wars, we got Star Wars Darth Vader. Also a Crimson Reign tie-in. And that's also number 22 there on Vader. With B cover. Cool guy. Next, 22 must just be the magic number today. Thor 22. I do love this new design of Thor that they've been using. So, and Donny Cates' Thor has been pretty awesome. Really well written. Number 5 for Venom. Very, very creepy, crazy. And that is second printing of number 5 for Venom. Because number 7 comes out tomorrow. Really cool cover there. Got that Spider-Man. So this is kind of funny. So it's a Venom variant. It's a 60th anniversary Spider-Man variant. So it's the red and blue, but Venomized. But Spider-Man was already, he has a symbiote suit. Why did you make a different one? But it's really cool looking cover. Like I love it. I love the artwork. X-Men number 10. Really cool X-23 cover. And X-Men 92 House of X. So I'm sorry. X-Men 92 House of 92. Brain went blank for a second with the Roman numerals, but number 1. So if you like the 92 style of X-Men, it's about House of 92, or XCII. Because you have C is 100, If you put an X before it, you go to 90, and then you get 2. So we're learning Roman numerals here on Tuesday Night Treasures. Let's see. Next from Ahoy Comics, The Wrong Earth, Fame and Fortune. One of those cool indie books that's kind of fun. And Vanity #1 from Black Caravan. Some cool stuff there. Getting into those independent titles. Those are always fun. Some of my favorite books are independents. Next, we've got A Town Called Terror #1. Written by Steve Niles. Steve Niles does some pretty good horror books. So, A Town Called Terror #1. One of my favorite books right now from Boom is Angel. We got Angel #4 from Boom Studios. They're doing a really good job on that alternate universe Angel story. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Chris. It feels like I just saw you. Because it did. She just left work a few minutes ago. G.I. Joe 40th anniversary special. Really cool. This is actually an extra thick issue. So you get the longer story. Speaking of anniversary, issue #1 for Image 30th anniversary anthology. So really cool. We got some anthology stories from classic Image characters in that. Next, I haven't read this one, but it just sounds cool, and I need to jump on it, and it looks cool. Kaiju Score, Steal from the Gods #1. Kaiju, just that alone sounds cool. One of the big books of the week, King Spawn. We are on #9 for King Spawn. Very cool. Like, you just get the demon wings and the demon head. It looks all menacing and stuff. Creepy. King Spawn. And if you like your artwork, if you like doing your artwork, we do have the blank variant for King Spawn. It's kind of interesting. They're doing blank variants right now for and King Spawn is the first one that's doing that for the Spawn books. They normally have a pretty cool B cover that's done by Todd McFarlane. Sometimes other artists, but King Spawn and Scorched and Gunslinger, I want to say the next round of all of them is going to be a blank B cover, which, sure, why not? Take it to a con, since cons are coming back, get somebody to do a remark on it. Next is Last Flight Out #6. I believe this is the last issue. Yep, 6 of 6. So Last Flight Out is finished up. If you missed the earlier ones and we don't have them in stock, the trade paperback will be out soon. But if you did get the other ones, Last Flight Out was a lot of fun. Really solid book. Next, Mighty Morphin #18. Not to be confused with Power Rangers or Power Rangers Universe. 3 separate books. But Mighty Morphin 18. And they are Charged to 100 is the current run. Is the current thing they're doing right now. So Mighty Morphin #18. Which for that we also do have the throwback cover. Which the throwback covers make it confusing because they have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and they have the legacy number for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, if it hadn't stopped running, it would be on #90. But Mighty Morphin is a book and Power Rangers is a book, and they both do legacy covers. So they both use this cover. So you actually have to look at the back of the comic to figure out, I'll show you, to figure out which comic you're actually reading, which is kind of wacky, but Boom's cool. So see, Mighty Morphin #18. And the Power Rangers book will, of course, say Power Rangers #18, but or whatever number they're on. Another cool cover for Mighty Morphin 18, just a version variant. Next, we got Trigger Warnings #2, Red Room. Super sadistic, crazy, dark horror comedy style. Next, one book that I'm enjoying, one of probably the best thing coming out of Vault right now, which Vault's really big on a lot of the horror books. Last Book You'll Ever Read, #7. That book is really, really solid. Nightmare Before Christmas, Mirror Room. #4. Mirror Room. Or Mirror Moon. I'm sorry. Nightmare Before Christmas, Mirror Moon. So if you want to see what's going on with Jack and Sally and all the gang, there you go. Next, Noctera number 9. This was a big hit for this last year. Noctera number 9. Really good stuff. And that rounds out the actual books for today. So, oh, you didn't see that. You didn't because it was barely off camera. Whee. All right. I'll have those all on the wall for you tomorrow. So we got the comic books out of the way. Next, we got some really cool trade paperbacks and some manga in for today. Some good stuff. So we'll go manga first. Attack on Titan Omnibus, Volume 10, 11, and 12. Big old chunky boy. So if you don't like getting your quarterly books, plus if you're behind on Attack on Titan, you got the Omnibus 10, 11, and 12 right there. Chainsaw Man number 10. This is like, I recently just picked up Chainsaw Man number 1, and it's sitting on the bedside table waiting for me to read it. I've heard nothing but awesome things about Chainsaw Man. A lot of people are excited. It's supposed to be having an anime come out really soon, so hopefully we'll get that sooner rather than later. But Chainsaw Man number 10 comes out tomorrow. Jujutsu Kaisen number 15, also one that's on my to be read and to be watched list. Jujutsu Kaisen, one of the biggest manga and anime that is out right now. Restock on the Hamlet, William Shakespeare's Hamlet manga classic, full original text edition. So if you want to look at pictures to pass your classes. Next, can't ever get enough My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia Vigilantes number 12. This one's been pretty fun too. It's a nice little spinoff from the standard My Hero. And this is a light novel. My status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. Novel number 4. I love the crazy long named mangas and anime. It's just funny. It's like we're just going to describe the whole thing. So I believe that is all the manga for tomorrow. Let's go into trade paperbacks. John and Impossible Monsters, Volume 2, comes out tomorrow. Gun Honey, some cool, dark, gritty crime drama style. Gun Honey number 1. It's actually really solid. Terry Moore. Terry Moore, awesome writer. Serial. I honestly don't know what it is. I've read a lot of Terry Moore stuff in the past. Haven't done it in a while. But, yep, Omnibus has the whole story for Stranger, or for Serial, rather. Okay. Manifest Destiny, Volume 6. This one's been a really solid one over the years. I kind of fell off of reading Manifest Destiny around about Volume 4, so I need to get back on it. Aerosmith, hardcover. So Smart in Their Fine Uniforms. Aerosmith, Volume 1. Really cool stuff. It's like kind of like a steampunky dragon, like turn of the century style. It's a whole bunch of different like genres mashed into one. Aerosmith's kind of cool. Next, probably the biggest trade paperback coming out this week, House of Slaughter Volume 1. Something is Killing the Children has been one of the best books in recent years. It stopped at issue 21, and then we got House of Slaughter, and I think we're up to issue like 7 or 8 right now with House of Slaughter. And Something is Killing the Children just came back. So if you read Something is Killing the Children, then you read House of Slaughter, and now, so if you do this trade paperback of House of Slaughter, and then Something's Killing Children just came back a couple of weeks ago with issue 22, I believe. All right, so I believe that does it for the independent trade paperback. So we got nice hardback of Wolverine. This one collects 1 through 5 and 8 through 12. I don't know why it decided we didn't need 6 and 7, but 1 through 5 and 8 through 12. Sure. Wolverine. Next, Avengers. Avengers Volume 2. And this is going to be Jason Aaron's run. Jason Aaron's run of Avengers number 2. Also hardback. This is 13 through 21 and the Free Comic Book Day books from 2019. So cool stuff there. Next, The Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda Part 2. Black Panther, also hardback, Volume 4. And this is Black Panther from 2018. Now, Black Panther did just relaunch. So, you have Black Panther 2018, 13 through 25. And my favorite, Captain America, the Coates full collection, hardback, and this is Volume 2. And this collects 13 through 30. And so if you had the Volume 1 and Volume 2, then you have all of this run of Captain America. Next, Star Wars High Republic Trail of Shadows trade paperback. This is the full story for Trail of Shadows for Star Wars High Republic. And last but not least, Wolverine Weapon X re-release, and this is this is from Marvel Comics Presents 72 through 84 from 1988, and 166 from 1988's Wolverine, and Uncanny X-Men 205. So it's the Weapon X, the important Weapon X issues, all in this blown up. So standard trade paperback. This guy. So anytime that you see these, they're a little bit more, but they are always worth getting. You know, it's a pain to find a shelf for it to go on, absolutely. However, whenever you see these, if you like that character, get them, because whenever you get the blown up ones, especially for the older things like the stuff from the 80s and the 90s or even the 70s, if you ever see any of these, back then whenever they used to actually draw on the actual pages and not today, not knocking today. Today's artwork is great. They do a lot of it with their iPads and whatever they do, whatever digital form they like. But whenever you see these big ones from especially the older stuff, a lot of the times, like your Absolute editions and your Artisan editions, that's closer to how the actual artists like envisioned and wrote it and drew it. And you get so much more detail in these bigger reprints. And I absolutely love them. And anytime I come across one of them, I will 9 times out of 10 pick them up. Running out of bookcase I'm not even gonna lie. I'm out of bookshelf space for these because they just look so much better in that larger format, especially the stuff from, well, my childhood. I can never get enough of these big size, oversized ones because they are restorations of what the artists originally wanted you to show you. So Weapon X, Wolverine, if you are a Wolverine fan, you need this in your collection. I promise you, you will not be upset about getting this big old chunky boy. All right, so that does it for, one more book. It's DC, but graded Joker #1 at a 9.6. So if you like the Joker and you like graded comics, CGC 9.6, you ain't going to get much better than that. All right, so that's the end of the comics. However, we do still have collectibles. So first and foremost, do you like your soda cans? Do you like your Funkos? Funko Soda Master Chief. Unfortunately, he is not the Chase, but you know what? It's a Funko. He looks like that. He's not a pop, but he's a Funko vinyl soda. These are kind of starting to grow on me. I haven't quite decided. Like when they first came out, I wasn't a big fan of them, but also you slap Master Chief on something, I'm probably going to put up with it and want it anyway. Except this new show. I'm watching it. I hate it. It's so bad. But I'm going to watch it anyway, so I can complain about it. Next, who doesn't love their My Hero Academia? So with the new movie that came out, World Heroes Mission that came out back in October, which I think it comes on Blu-ray this week, something like that. Next week, it's soon. Soon it will be on Blu-ray if it's not already. The Ozukyo Midoriya Nendoroid, lots of detail. He's got his stealth suit version. Has this cool little smash thing that you can put on his little base, so he looks cool. He's got a few different faces, so looks angry, looks happy, looks cheery. So I love these Nendoroids. They're super cute, especially whenever whenever they have the extra little pieces like the smash thing. All right, next, and if if you got Deku, you need was it King Murder Death Kill or King Explosion? I don't remember what his actual name is, but Bakugo. Same thing. You got multiple faces, so you can get that classic Bakugo angry face and all sad boy face. So, and he's got little splody pieces for his hands because Bakugo is so much fun. He's entertaining. All right. Still with the My Hero. We don't have a Nendoroid for him, but a cool statue for Mr. Icy Hot there. Todoroki. They are coming out with a Bakugo and a Deku for this set, but get all three Todorokis who came out today. I guess if we got Nendoroids of two of them, we should only get the statue of the other one. I mean, I guess it's only fair. Maybe. No, not really. I don't feel that way. I wish I would have gotten all three of them. But whatever. More stuff. Do you like famous cod pieces? There's no more famous one than Mr. David Bowie's himself. Jareth from The Labyrinth, the Goblin King mini epics. These are really cool little vinyl figures. So, Jareth from Labyrinth. Next, I'm sorry I didn't. We had our first ever HeroClix draft tournament tonight and got a little bit busy, so decided instead of staying the extra hour or so to unbox all these and show them, we'll just do the box show today. They'll be in the cabinet tomorrow. They'll be in the glass tomorrow. Got a little bit. King Explosion Murder. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. But they'll be all in the glass tomorrow, so you can get a better look at them. Sorry I don't have them out of the box tonight, but it's a whole process, and I got to be back here early tomorrow, so boxes. But like I said, they'll be in the glass, and we'll take some pictures, and we'll post some pictures tomorrow. So, all right, cool. You got this cool Spider-Man Miles Morales from his video game. Man, that glare is bad. I should have taken him out of the box. Oh well. He'll be in the glass tomorrow. I'll post some pictures. Here's a picture of the picture. So really cool. If you're a Miles Morales fan, or a Spider-Man fan, or just a PlayStation fan, really cool. Next, so funny thing about our fearless leader, Gerhard, the owner of Geek Out, for some weird reason, I couldn't tell you why, he loves Cygor from Spawn. He doesn't even really like Spawn. But he about lost his mind whenever he saw this Cygor, and he has a vintage Cygor up in his computer room at the house, which is kind of funny. I don't know why he's obsessed with Cygor, but he really, really likes Cygor. But what's not to like? He's a cool giant gorilla that's a cyborg gorilla. I mean, there's nothing not to like, but it's kind of funny that Gerhard really likes Cygor. Like, literally already has one in his I'm taking it home box because he comes out tomorrow. So not even the boss gets to take it home the day before it's available to come out. Next, who likes Tanjiro? Well, I got a Tanjiro. He's pretty cool. Nice, pretty. He's got a sword. Go in his hands. Really, I love this. Like this new line from Bandai really does some really awesome packaging. It's really pretty packaging. I mean, who cares about the packaging? You can pull them out of the box and you can throw the box in the closet or in the trash. But still does some really pretty ones. I don't know who this is. Another ninja girl. And literally there's almost no English on this box, and I'm a bad nerd because I'm way behind on my see, there's not even Demon Slayer is in English. So she's cool. If you know who she is, let me know. I need to watch Demon Slayer. I really want to, but she'll be in the case tomorrow, available for sale. Next, more Demon Slayer. Gyu Tomiyaka. This one's from Pop-Up Parade. Pop-Up Parade at least has the decency to put some English on it. From Good Smile. And we've talked about the Pop-Up Parade series of statues time and time again since they've started coming in. Love this entire line. They get lots of stuff. Speaking of Pop-Up Parade, how about some more Pop-Up Parade? Kirito from Sword Art Online. Again, with the Pop-Up Parade, he's got his cool board and really cool. And from my favorite anime, Yoko Littner from Gurren Lagann. I'm a little disappointed she doesn't have a rifle with her. That's kind of disappointing because the best thing about Yoko is she can shoot you from a mile away. But Yoko Littner from Gurren Lagann, Pop-Up Parade as well. So now, if you're a Gurren Lagann fan, like myself, you can get Kamina, Simone, and Yoko, 3 main characters. And they just announced a really cool action figure for it. Haven't found out if I'm going to be able to order it yet or not, but if I can, we'll have some in stock. But we do have model kits for Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann. Big, like, it's kind of like a Gundam kit. Really cool stuff. All right, so McFarlane Toys is awesome. Love them. They do some really great stuff. And that includes also this really cool gunslinger spawn with his Gatling gun and his top hat. Honestly, I just like his top hat. Gunslinger spawn. Cool guy. He's got his pistolas and his Gatling gun. And we're almost done, guys. Again from McFarlane Toys, but from Witcher this time. Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. The Frost Giant. And he is a big, heavy, like, okay, so we all know what action figures typically look like. This is standard. Look how much bigger he is. That Frost Giant's big. And he's heavy. Like, he's a chunky boy. So, we got the Batman stuff in a couple weeks ago, right? Well, I mean, the Batman needs the motorcycle also, right? So, you got the Batman's motorcycle came in this week. So, if you got a Batman, now you need a motorcycle so you can make some cool little like poses on your shelf to make them look cool because everybody's cooler on a motorcycle, right? Next. Only got 1 pop this week. No, we didn't. We got lots more pops this week. Somebody moved my stuff. Tanjiro versus Rui. Pop moment. Very cool stuff. Yeah, man. I got some other cool stuff. Like some other pop figures came in today. A couple of our action figures, but I think they've already migrated over to the wall. So we got a bunch of stuff today. Like so much that we were all working on trying to make sure it was getting taken care of. Plus we had a lot of plus, like I said, we had the tournament going. Plus we had about had a big old group of people playing Magic also, and a big old group of D&D people. We were wide open all day today, which is a good problem to have. But my guys put up all the buttload of pops that we got, except for Mr. Tanjiro and Rui here. So come in, see what we got, because I think we filled a shelf or 2 with what we got in today. I know we got Neo from The Matrix. We got Michael Myers from Halloween. We got some other cool stuff. Just come in and see the pop figure. Check the pop wall. We've actually have now a dedicated pop section. So it's really easy. It's the second row in the store. But that's what we got this week. Whole bunch of really fun stuff. Like I said, so today was a big old success with our HeroClix draft, which was the first time we did that. Had a lot of fun. Had a new player actually end up winning because that's the cool thing about draft. You never know what you're going to get in your box. And he got an OP character, and he ended up running the table, and we helped him along, and he got it. So had a lot of fun doing that. So that's going to be a regular Tuesday thing. So next Tuesday at 6:30, we're going to do a HeroClix draft again, just like we did today. Be a little bit more organized than it was today because the first one's always a little rough. But with that being said, something we are very efficient at is Friday Night Magic. We got Friday Night Magic comes up every Friday night. Lost my train of thought. Friday Night Magic, 7 p.m. on Fridays. And it's always fun. $5 buy-in, prize support, whole bunch of fun on Friday Night Magic. We have a huge crowd that plays. And then Saturdays, we have Yu-Gi-Oh! But we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Same thing, $5 buy-in. We are doing a box tournament this weekend. We kind of are going to be alternating for a while, box tournaments and mat tournaments occasionally. I have a few really good promo items that Konami was so generous as to send us so that we can have some cool stuff there. Also, Tuesdays and Thursdays, normally D&D. We should be in the finalization process this week, hopefully, of our D&D beginner class. So keep an eye on social media for that. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know which one is Asuna. Is that the Demon Slayer one? Because if it is, then yes, I did. If it is not, then I don't know. Oh, good call out, Chris. See, Chris was helping me process this earlier, so she jumped the gun and put away all the pops. But she did remind me another pop-up parade, Asuna. That's from Neon Genesis, right? No, Sword Art Online. Blah. I know I got some Neon Genesis stuff coming in. I was looking at that earlier. But Sword Art Online, Asuna. So, really cool. Once again, pop-up parade. Can't say enough good things about this line. For the price point, it has some of the best detail and some of the greatest franchises that haven't been getting that, I won't say budget love, but affordable. Because in the past, all the Sword Art statues, all the Gurren Lagann statues, they've honestly been out of the price range for a lot of normal people. I mean, $300 for a statue is nothing to laugh at for most people, but $50 to $60, that's pretty doable. Pop-up parade, good smile. They've been knocking out those licenses and just knocking out these pop-up parade figures, and it's really awesome. So you got some Sword Art stuff, you got some Gurren Lagann stuff. They did Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. They've done a little bit of everything. But yeah, going over the calendar again. So Mondays are typically X-Wing. Did we get to the oh yeah, I forgot. Mirio action figures. We got some My Hero action figures. Got the Mirio and Endeavor in stock. See, Chris just on it right there, making sure we get everything listed. Everything that I missed that made it out to the shelf before I could get a chance to say something. But yeah, Monday nights we do. Right now we've got X-Wing League going on. There's also Warhammer League and Warhammer Leagues for all three versions of Warhammer going on. Those typically play on the weekends, Saturdays during the day most of the time. Sundays are pretty well free play. People just kind of show up and do their thing and enjoy playing with the tables. It's a short day on Sundays. Mondays, like I said, Star Wars tabletop, X-Wing primarily. Tuesdays now are HeroClix and Casual Magic. Wednesdays, and Tuesdays is also D&D. Wednesdays are typically also Star Wars tabletop. Thursdays, typically D&D. Hopefully that will be our day for beginners D&D very soon. Then Fridays, Friday Night Magic. Saturdays are Saturday Night Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's everything we got going on normally. We do have some special things coming up. On May 7th, which is just a couple of weeks away, 3 weeks away to be precise, I believe, is going to be Free Comic Book Day. There are about a dozen titles that will be available. And we do still have some stuff left over from last Free Comic Book Day that we'll put out too. And we'll have a whole bunch of sales revolving around Free Comic Book Day as well. Some collectible sales, some game sales, some back issue sales. So some really cool stuff coming up. A whole bunch of really cool stuff comes out tomorrow, and a whole bunch of really cool stuff on the horizon. So keep paying attention to our social media and all that, and we will see you tomorrow for all the new things whenever they're available to purchase. Thank you so very much for joining me. Thank you so very much for listening to me ramble. Can't wait to see you again soon. Y'all have a wonderful day.